Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we like to blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in tech and gadgets.
You know, all the cool stuff.
So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the brand new Nintendo console that everybody's been talking about.
Oh, yeah, big news.
And we're getting a lot of this information from Engadget's The Morning After YouTube video, where they had some hands-on impressions.
Yeah, they got some early access, it looks like.
Yeah, so we're just going to be kind of unpacking all the new features and all the news about this new hardware.
Right.
So I guess the biggest thing that people see right away is the display, right?
Yeah, front and center.
So it's a larger display. It's 7.9 inches now.
Okay.
It's a 1080p LCD display.
Interesting.
It's not OLED, which I know some people were hoping for.
Yeah, the internet's a buzz.
But it does have HDR, which is pretty cool.
HDR on an LCD, how does that work?
Yeah. So
Does that even make sense?
yeah, it actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Because you can increase the color range of the contrast.
Okay.
So it'll still look really good.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's got up to 120 hertz refresh rate.
Wow.
And VRR, so variable refresh rate.
Okay, so it's going to be butter smooth?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
So that was one of the things that kind of stood out to me right away.
Yeah.
Because
That's huge for gaming.
I like to play games, every now and then.
Yeah.
And having that high refresh rate and that smooth gameplay is really important.
Yeah, it's a game changer. And I think, too, like, they've done this before, right, where they've kind of released different versions of their console. So maybe we'll see an OLED version down the line.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
You got to give the people choices.
Yeah.
It's a good business model.
Yeah. So other than display, we've got some new connectivity and storage options.
Oh, yeah. What are we talking about?
So there's a second USB-C port.
Thank goodness, finally.
Which is great. Only took them, 2 consoles to get there?
And a built-in microphone. But one of the really interesting things that I saw was support for microSD express cards.
Yeah, those are fast.
Yeah.
Like really fast.
These aren't just your average microSD cards.
Yeah.
They use the NVMe protocol.
Which is, what you see in, solid-state drives.
Exactly.
And you're talking about significantly faster load times.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. That could completely change how games are designed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Now, you could have these huge, expansive worlds without worrying so much about, players waiting forever for stuff to load.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty exciting.
Big win for the gamers.
Yeah. One thing that's maybe not so exciting is the price.
Hit me with it.
So it's launching at $450.
Okay, that's a jump.
Yeah.
From $300.
It's a pretty big jump from the original Switch's launch price.
Yeah. But, I guess with all the new tech, all the new features, you're kind of paying for what you get, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And they're also saying that international tariffs might be playing a role.
Sure, that's always the boogeyman.
Yeah.
But, hey, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. So, but let's move on to something that's a little more fun.
Okay, let's do it.
The new Joy-Cons.
Everybody loves Joy-Cons.
Yeah, so they've really redesigned the Joy-Cons for this new console.
Okay, how so?
So they now attach magnetically
Oh, interesting.
instead of with that sliding mechanism.
So no more wobbly Joy-Cons.
Hopefully not.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. They've got larger metal SL and SR buttons.
Ooh, fancy.
And a bigger release button on the back.
Nice.
So no more struggling to get those things off.
That was always a pain.
Yeah. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Lay it on me.
Both Joy-Cons can now act as a mouse.
What, like a computer mouse?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. So they showed a demonstration with Metroid Prime 4.
So you're telling me I can play Metroid Prime 4 with a Joy-Con mouse?
Apparently.
That's wild.
Yeah. And they were saying that it could have potential for other genres too.
Yeah, think about strategy games.
Yo.
Or even just navigating menus.
Yeah.
That level of precision on a handheld, that's game-changing.
Yeah. And they've also added a dedicated AC button.
AC button, what's that all about?
So it's for in-game voice and video chat.
Oh, wow. So they're really leaning into the online features.
Yeah.
Finally.
You do have to buy the camera separately, though.
Classic Nintendo.
Yeah. But at least it's there.
True that.
And, of course, they brought back the HD Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Everybody loves the HD Rumble.
Yeah.
It's even better now, right?
Yeah. So this is HD Rumble version 2.
Okay.
And it has a wider range and stronger vibrations.
You can really feel those explosions now.
Exactly.
Nice.
One thing that they did remove, though, was the IR sensor.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's going to miss that.
Yeah. It wasn't really used in that many games.
Didn't they use it for, like, cardboard VR or something?
Yeah, there was
A couple of weird
there was
things.
a handful of things, but it wasn't a big loss.
Right.
But okay, let's talk about games.
Let's get to the good stuff.
Because what's a new console without games?
It's just a box.
Yeah, so they announced a bunch of new titles. Some of them brand new, some of them are enhanced versions of existing games.
Right. Gotta have that mix.
But the exclusives are really what people are excited about.
Absolutely. Those are the system sellers.
So one of the big ones is Mario Kart World.
I love me some Mario Kart.
Yeah, and this one sounds pretty crazy.
How so?
So they're saying it has a drive anywhere concept.
Drive anywhere? What does that mean?
So apparently you can just like drive off the track and explore.
Wow.
You can grind on rails,
Right.
and it has up to 24 players.
24 players on one track. That's insane.
Yeah, this is like a Mario Kart Battle Royale.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So then there's a new Donkey Kong platformer called Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Your new Donkey Kong game, I'm there.
Yeah, so that one's launching in July,
Oh, okay.
a little bit after the console itself.
Okay.
And then there's this really unique game called Drag X Drive.
Drag X Drive? What is that?
So it's a 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball game.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's
I've never seen anything like that.
yeah, it's definitely something different.
Yeah, good for them branching out like that.
Yeah, and then there's Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Ooh, more Zelda.
Yeah, so it's kind of a mix of Dynasty Warriors and Zelda.
Right, so lots of action, lots of enemies on screen.
Exactly.
I can dig it.
And then there's a new game from Software.
From Software, the makers of Dark Souls.
Yeah,
What are they doing on a Nintendo console?
I know, it's pretty surprising.
What's the game called?
It's called the Dust Bloods.
The Dust Bloods. Interesting.
Yeah, so they're saying it's a gothic adventure game.
I wonder if it's going to be as hard as their other games.
Oh, sure it will be.
I'm going to have to stock up on controllers.
Yeah. And then for all the Kirby fans out there, there's a new Kirby Air Riders game in development.
Kirby Air Riders, wasn't that a GameCube game?
Yeah.
Wow, blast from the past.
Yeah. So this one's called Kirby Air Riders 2.
Okay.
And it's being developed by a key developer who worked on Super Smash Bros.
Ooh, so you know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a pedigree right there.
Yeah. So those are just some of the exclusives, but they're also bringing a lot of other big titles to the Switch too.
Oh, yeah, like what?
So there's Elden Ring,
Elden Ring on a handheld. Oh, my goodness.
Hades 2, Street Fighter 6, Split Fiction Hitman, and even the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Wow, that's a serious lineup.
Yeah. And the fact that they're able to bring those games over really says something about the power of this new console.
Yeah, no kidding. Those are some demanding games.
Yeah. And for all the Zelda fans, they're also releasing upgraded Switch, 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Enhanced graphics, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and they're saying there's going to be some new features too.
Interesting. Are they going to elaborate on that?
They haven't said anything specific yet.
Okay, so they're keeping us in suspense.
Yeah. But if you're a Twitch Online expansion pack subscriber and you already own those games, you get the upgraded versions for free.
Wow, that's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, so that's a nice little bonus.
Definitely.
And just as a fun little tidbit, apparently the Switch 2 was almost called the Super Nintendo Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That would have been awesome.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mouthful, but I get it.
Yeah, so overall, I think this new Nintendo console is looking pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's got more powerful hardware, a bigger and better display, those innovative new Joy-Cons, and a really strong lineup of games.
Yeah, it seems like they've really listened to the feedback from the original Switch, and they've tried to improve on everything.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what do you think is the most exciting thing about this new console?
That's a tough one.
I know, right? There's
Yeah.
so much to be excited about.
I think for me, it's the Joy-Cons.
Really?
Yeah, the fact that they can act as a mouse,
Yeah.
I think that has a lot of
It's
potential.
pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, and the price is a little bit high,
Yeah.
but I think the overall package is worth it.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what about you? What are you most excited about?
Honestly, I'm just excited to see what developers do with this new hardware.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Exactly.
So what do you think our listeners should do now?
I think they should go check out that Engadget video.
Yeah.
See the new console in action.
Yeah, and then let us know what you think.
Yeah, what are you most excited about?
Yeah, leave a comment below.
Hit that like button.
Subscribe to the channel.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech.
If you enjoyed the episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.